Hi guys, welcome to the channel. It's just coming to the end of our boat holiday and I'm just going to walk you around the tour of our boat. It's called Broadsman and it's been a really good boat, I'm not going to lie. It's just excellent. So when you come into the boat, you step in through onto the back with non-slip decking, down the steps into the door and through here. Sorry about the mess, I didn't mop it this morning because it was raining, but that's fine. You have your mooring hooks here if you want to moor onto a bank. It's down there in a little handy cupboard. Right there. You have a hammer to hammer in. If you come in here, you will see a rear double bed in here. Got some handy shelf space up the top, fire alarm and tinted windows so no one can really see what you're doing. Also, you have an ensuite bathroom if you'd like to come in here. This boat, it did come with some toilet paper, which was very handy. Thank you, Richardson, if you're watching. Misted windows, kind of, so that you can't see in. Perfect when you're doing your business. Got a mirror here, so you can do your makeup or brush your hair or something. Sink right here with a toilet paper holder in here. Toilet roll here. You've got a shower here. Now, I don't know how to use this shower, because I've never used it, and this is not my bedroom, so. Yeah, but I'm guessing you turn the knob here for the temperatures. I don't really know. And with the toilets on board, modern toilets, so you've got a switch here, and you flick it this way to your right for a flush, and to your left for a fill. Now, we didn't really use the fill, we only really use flush, because what it does is it fills the bowl, flushes it down, fills it again, flushes it down, and then it fills it back up again. So everything should go down. So we're going to come out of here now. Got a cupboard in here, you can hang some clothes in or whatever. Got some shelves in there. We've got a plug socket here. Oh, just open the bathroom door. That one's not a very good idea. So you got a plug socket there. Hopefully I don't fall back into the bathroom. I don't really know what this is. It's probably an air vent. We're going to come out of here. Alright, so we're going to come in here to my bedroom and my brother Cameron's bedroom. This was his bed. You can probably tell. I haven't made mine yet, but that's what I'm going to do. So you've got two foldable hooks next to each other here, where we're hanging our life jackets to here. Same as in the rear bedroom, you've got some shelf space here. Thin gap between the beds, I have to say, but they go into a double bed. I'm not sure how, but they do. Got a mirror here, I don't know why. Right there. You can see me, the beautiful beautiful boy. Hanging space, which sounds wrong, but it's not meant for hanging people, it's meant for hanging clothes. You didn't see anything. We've got a drawer here. We use this to put extra, like, pillowcases that fell off and couldn't get back on. And we also put our shoes in there as well. And a little space. And then you've also got a standard plug with a switch here on the right bed, which is mine. And you've got two little cubby holes here to put whatever you want in. I would say that's excellent. So then we come here to an ensuite. Now, as you can see, there's no windows on this one. So it gets a bit darker, so almost all the time you do need this light switch on. It's one of those pull ones, so you just pull it to turn it on. As you can probably see, the ensuite is can be accessed from a bedroom and the hallway. Now that's a really good feature. Same system with flushing the toilet. This one comes with toilet paper as well. Toilet brush cleaner, which we didn't really use. Mirror here. Don't know what that is. Probably a radio or something. Toilet paper holder as well. Toilet roll. Shower in here as well with an extractor fan. Don't know what that does. Really. Sink here. Hot and cold water, but you need to try not to use much water because, well, let's just say the water goes really quickly when you're flushing the toilet load. So here we have a galley kitchen space, a little microwave here. Got all your settings you probably will need. Drawer space, but usually on a boat like this, the drawers don't really go out much, but they go out quite a bit on this one. They go right into the back of the boat, I think. Got a nice handy cupboard. Put some stuff in. There's a tray in there. It came with the boat, I think. Got a decent sized fridge in here. It can fit a 14-inch pizza. Barely, as we found out. Okay, got a cupboard here. We've got the electric charging cables in here. So when you're hooking up to an electric point, you use those and it gives you power. And you need an electric card, sort of like this one here.
And how much do they cost, Cameron? Or Josh even?
Usually they cost, I think it was £1. Kettle, but if I were you, I wouldn't run it when you're going along because there is a danger here. All the gases, they don't work well in a confined space. It's quite dangerous. Okay, so moving on, we've got a gas oven with all the hobs, all that. A grill in here. Quite hard to open. So we cooked some crumpets in that, I think, earlier. Don't know if that was the oven or the hob. Then we've got the main oven space. Now, it takes a while to warm up, really. It really does. In here, we've got a cooker gas switch, so you can turn that on and off, but I wouldn't advise it, just leave it as it is. Okay, here we have a sink with a drinking water tap and a regular tap. I would not advise you drink out of this tap, because you have got this one probably for a reason. This is probably recycled river water. This is probably from the tank. I don't know for sure. But it comes with a decently sized basin for washing up. And yeah, humongous sink. Okay, so then you've got a bit of counter space to make your drinks and all that. Some bottle holders down there. Another one of those drawers which has the cutlery in it. Also some handy scissors which I never knew were in there. Found that out yesterday. Got some plates and mugs in there. Some more gas stuff or water stuff. Another cupboard here. It's got some more. It's got a bread bin. It's got a measuring jug. Got a baking bowl or something. Just move it out of the way. This is the bin the boat comes with. Steps to get out of the boat. Sometimes we use them, sometimes we don't. Most of the time we use the sofa. Right now we're using it to keep drinks on because the roof is down because it's going to pour rain soon. Here we have an inverter switch.
When do we need to turn that on, Josh?
Now, I haven't really worked this, but...
So you always have to have that on when the boat's running?
When the boat is moving, you have to have the inverter on when you're doing
something
with
electrics, yeah.
So then it's got a bunch of lights that will light up at low battery on overload, temperature, all that stuff. And the blue one will light up if the inverter's on. The blue one's really the only good one.
Yeah.
So that turns on.
So you can see at the moment, there we go, so we've got blue.
We've got blue, so our battery is fine. And that will just turn itself off there. I think this is the heating controls here.
Yep. Yeah.
So you've got one for the rear and one for the front. I think this is for the rear and that's for the front. They're right now at the same temperature, but sometimes they bob up and down a little bit. I don't know, we haven't really touched them, have we?
No.
Hair dryer that you have to talk to Richardson's if you want it. Whatever these are.
Matches.
Yep. TV remotes. Now, one of them is the FreeSat. Which one is the FreeSat?
That's the FreeSat.
Right, so this is the FreeSat remote. Now, when you're operating the FreeSat, we can get out the way quickly. You need to open the cupboard up. You will see the FreeSat box. And then you press the green on button here to turn that on. Once you've done that, once you've done that, leave that open. Then you want to get your TV remote. Then what you want to do is press the green power button to the TV. After that, you come back to your FreeSat remote and choose the channel you want, aiming it there, because it's not a very strong signal between these. Once you've done that, you can use the volume buttons, which are somewhere on here. There. So that's how that TV works. But you really need to be connected to a power hookup when you're using it, otherwise it flickers on and off, and the battery just goes down very quickly. So if we come to the driver's spot, it's a comfy chair. It can go forwards and backwards. I'm afraid I can't show you how that works because I don't know how it works. I have drove this boat before, done quite a lot with it, so I do know the controls. This is the ignition. So when you're starting the engine, you need to put the key in. Starts off at 0, then you switch it towards the 2 zeros, and then that sort of warms up the engine, makes a little beeping sound, and then after that, it's been like that for a little while, you just twist it to start and twist it back. When you want to turn it off, you just twist it back to the 0. So here we've got some gauges. On our boat, Broadsman 7, the fuel gauge didn't really come to life very much. I don't think we used, I think we used quite a lot of fuel. I don't think we used only a quarter of the tank.
We used half a tank.
We used half of it. So yeah, gauge isn't completely accurate, I don't think. I think this is the revs gauge. Not completely sure on that. I think that's the revs.
That's the revs, yeah.
We've got oil pressure here. We have temperature, water tank. Now we did have to refill that. We had to do that on Wednesday, didn't we?
Yeah.
We had to do that on Wednesday because we ran out of water, and well, we were quite close to, because everyone kept flushing the toilets.
Yeah.
Also, the toilets are pretty loud, so I would advise you not to flush before when people are still asleep. It will wake people up. My auntie behind the camera has experienced that firsthand. She's been woken up by a toilet.
Yeah. Okay, so do you want to explain them?
Okay, these are the bow thrusters. So, when you're coming into a mooring where you want to moor up or park, you less boaty people out there, you need to press the red button. That will make a beeping sound. The engine's not on, so that won't beep. It won't activate. But how these work, I've actually used them. I do know how they work. You just move this the direction you want to go. So it goes back end to the right, front end to the right, front end to the left, back end to the left. Then you can do full right, full left, or you can turn around on the spot. But doing the turning around, it's not very strong, so you might need to accompany it with some forward going hard in the direction you want to go.
What are these switches here?
These switches, sadly I can't show you what they are.
We can do the horn. Oh no, I can't, maybe not.
They can't, or the windscreen wipers, because the engine's not on. But this is the horn. It's simple really, just press it down. on the Norfolk Broads, sometimes when you're going under a bridge, you do need to sound the horn. Sometimes for safety reasons, to tell oncoming boats you're going through, maybe. I'm not very sure on that, but I just do it. Some people don't read the signs, they just go under, but they're risking themselves, really.
Okay. Right.
These are the windscreen wipers. They're not like a car, they don't go on 2 settings, only the one. So they go at 1 speed. They're not moving because engine's not on.
Okay.
But you just flick them down to operate them, and then once you don't want them, you flick the switch back.
What's here as well?
This here is the reversing camera. Ow! It won't turn on because the engine's not on. I don't think it will turn on. But the many fun times we've had with that. We kept spotting my granddad out the back sitting on there with his hat on. The laughs. That was just funny. But yeah, it's good for spying on your little
Should we do the master bedroom then?
Good for spying on your kids if they're out the back.
Yep.
Then you've got the speed gauge here. We didn't touch any of these buttons down here, so I don't recommend you do. I don't know much about it, but it will show you the speed you're going.
Okay.
This is also the septic tank, whatever it is.
Yep.
Shows you where the tank's full. We are half full, really, I think. Okay, moving on to the throttle. It's quite as it is. Forward to go forward. That's to go full speed. So that's still in forward. That's in neutral. So there's little lines to show you what gear you're in. So that's in neutral, and then full reverse, and that you can control how fast you're going as well. When we're mooring, we tend to use the reverse quite a lot to stop us. Then we use the bow thrusters. What we do is when we're mooring side on, we go straight ahead, and once we're at the spot, we just stop the forward, go into neutral, quickly into full reverse till we're stopped. Neutral, forward a little bit, bow thrusters on, and then we just thrust either left or right the whole time. If it's on a turning, it's harder, but sometimes we use the front or the back in its own little bursts.
Okay, should we show the master bedroom then?
Hang on. There's only been one occasion when we've had to turn around on the spot, and that's because we missed the turning onto the river end.
Okay. Right, should we show the master bedroom then?
Okay, we're going to move on to the master bedroom. There is a warning siren I think I should warn you about though. If it beeps, it's like 2 short beeps, 2 short high-pitched beeps, and when that goes off, you just check the dashboard, see if there's any warning lights like flashing. Then, if there is, then you have to stop the engine immediately, as it says.
Go on then, let's do the last bit.
Also, don't go under the Potterham or rocks and bridges without assistance of the bridge pilot, which you do have to pay to use.
Right, okay, let's do the last bit then.
Okay, let's come in. As you come in here, we have a cupboard which has 2 chairs in, a bucket, a broom, dustpan and brush, which we use quite a lot, and some coat hangers so you can hang your coats. To operate the roof, pretty straightforward. You have to loosen the rear screens and then you can put that down. I'm not going to show you just in case that goes, so don't know if it will. So we come in here and it's the master bedroom. So to your right when you're coming in the door, you have a TV. Now that, I think, will only show the same channel as the one in the living room, if you want it on. Got a mirror here, remote, some coat hangers there, hanging space. We also have an ensuite in here, with shower and everything. Same system with the flush. Shut that door, it's pretty easy to shut that one. In here, some shelf space, because we don't have any other side shelves. So we come around here, it's a nice sort of desk space. Me and Cameron were making our own boat top trumps cards, and we found this space very useful for writing up and drawing them. So in every room you get 2 towels complimentary for buying with Richardson's for your holiday. Ow. This looks comfy. It's not comfy when you bang your head on it. Trust me. I've done it many times. So here you have sun hatch. Now I'm not gonna open it right now because it makes a sort of loud noise and it's just horrible. I don't want you to have to hear that. It's ear piercing. That takes you by surprise, really. Got some curtains that run down the sides. Also, we have some mood lighting in this room. Bit of romanticness in here. Don't know where the switch for that is. Got a plug socket here as well. So
there we go.
Want to charge stuff.
That's the boat.
That is the boat, really. It is as it is. We're just gonna stop the video there. Hope you had a nice watch of our boat. Hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you go with Richardson soon. Maybe with this boat, maybe, I don't know. So other than that, subscribe, like the video, tell your friends. Have a nice day.